How does Sri Lanka envision South Asia in the next 10 years?
SAARC has come to a standstill for the last 3-4 years without being able to hold the summit in view of the fact that summit will have to be held in Pakistan. This is Pakistan's turn. So it could not be held because India was not willing to cooperate, or India is not willing to come to Pakistan. So when the heads of the state are unable to meet and make lead decisions, it's unable to properly discharge its functions. So Southeast Asia in the next 10 years of course is a question mark, unless of course these 8 countries which are member states in the SAARC come together and see that the summit is held in Pakistan. So therefore there is a bleak outlook with regard to the coordination and cooperation between the SAARC, the Southeast Asian countries. That is one aspect of it. The other aspect of it is the 2 major powers in the Southeast Asian bloc, Pakistan, India. There has to be a kind of consensus between these 2 countries. There has to be a certain amount of compromise between these countries, and they must go away or get out of this traditional the vengeance or the misunderstanding that they have, or the kind of relationship. For any development in the next 10 years is basically dependent on the coordination of these 2 countries.
So how is Sri Lanka dealing with the aftermath of the final operation against the Tamil Tigers? And is the UN still demanding an investigation into the events around the operation that also killed Prabhakaran, if I said that right, the Tamil leader?
For 30 years, I think Sri Lanka suffered in the hands of extremism, the militant separatist group or movement rather. They fought a war for about 30 years, which completely devastated the economy of the country. But Sri Lanka was able to defeat terrorism even after 30 years. I think Sri Lanka is a country, or is the country which completely wiped out terrorism from its soil, having fought for about 30 years. Where the pivotal role played by Pakistan comes to my mind. Pakistan supported Sri Lanka in fighting terrorism, in wiping out terrorism. Pakistan played a very crucial role, and Pakistan was there with Sri Lanka at all crucial times. In the aftermath of the war, Sri Lanka had progressed very well because there was peace and stability in the country. A lot of foreign direct investment came into the country until such time the 21st of April, where we faced a very nasty explosion of bombs. And in any event, the government, with its all experience in the past, was able to curtail the situation and seize the situation and brought it under control. I am sure now there is peace and stability in the country once again.
So, having successfully defeated terrorism in Sri Lanka, how has the experience been in dealing with Tamil Tiger militants? How successful have the de-radicalization efforts been? And what sort of problems did you encounter?
Although the rain has ceased, but still you find a little bit of drops of existing. And the diaspora, I mean the Tamil diaspora who left the country in the early stages of conflict, and they have gone and taken shelter in many countries under the disguise of persecution or prosecution in their homeland. And they are all doing well now in those Western countries, and but those people are still instigating the ordinary people in the country. So which is something the government is seriously looking at. So this issue is going on, and the Sri Lankan government immediately after the war appointed a truth commission, like what was followed in South Africa. Sri Lanka also appointed a Truth Commission. The Truth Commission went into the matter in details, and of course it came out with various proposals to see how best the country, I mean the Sinhala majority and the Tamil minorities, could engage themselves in a conciliatory effort to see that the differences are ironed out.
Keeping in mind the events that have unfolded over the past year or 2 years, how do you see Pakistan today?
I have some connections with Pakistan because Pakistan produced two of my sons as doctors. My elder son and my second son studied at King Edward and Allama Iqbal, and today one is an orthopedic surgeon, the other is a neurosurgeon, and one is in the States and the other is in the Maldives. So I know something about Pakistan and Pakistan's geopolitical situation. But having assumed duties, perhaps I'm lucky that I was able to be a diplomat in this country under this regime headed by Honorable Imran Khan. I think he's a great leader, and he's a well acclaimed and accepted sports legend internationally, and his approach, his holistic approach to eliminate corruption in the country is wonderful. I don't think that any other leader in the world had taken such a holistic approach, or had taken such a crucial step. So therefore the people have placed utmost confidence in the leader of the country, that he is not corrupt and he will lead the country in the right direction.